Guys, I am exhausted. I am very exhausted. Like, I've been on my phone for the past 3 or 4 hours. I've been on WeChat. I have so many, okay, not a lot of groups, but like a few groups of foreigners. And they all just like bombarding the groups with messages about what's happening to them. I know it's not a bad thing to share, but some of them just overshare, Like, oh no, they just came to my apartment. Oh, they just tested me. They just tested me. Oh, they just did this. Okay, fine. You know what? It's good that you're telling us all of this, but like, no need to bombard these groups with so many messages. Like, yo. But anyway, the point of me, okay, fine. Also, I want to tell you guys that, okay, it's good. It's good that they're bombarding us with all those messages because you get to know what is happening around you. Not that I am, for the past few days, that's what has been happening on my phone. I have muted all these groups and I only go in these groups when I feel like I want to know what's happening. Like that's like once a day. I just browse through to see what's happening and I usually find like 500 messages on every group that I have to go through. So I just browse and browse and browse. I'm like, okay, where now? Like Zijarita man, hey, yes. And then fine. And then I just read the others. I'm like, okay, fuck, this is real. Oh my word, this is real. Then I panic a little bit, and then I calm myself down. I'm like, Jeanette, it's not happening to you yet, so just chill, So yes, so that's basically what's been happening. I've been chilled, but yesterday, actually on Friday, I decided that, you know what, I need to go shopping and just get a few things just in case they come to my apartment. So basically, this is what's happening around Guangzhou. And I have moved from Guangzhou, but I haven't told anyone. I stay in like a city close to Guangzhou. It's called Foshan. It's a very nice city. So let me just start from the bottom. So some Africans in Guangzhou have been kicked out of their apartments. I don't understand why. And there's been so many stories, I don't know what to believe and what not to believe, but there's just been so much happening. And basically my conclusion is that all foreigners are being quarantined. Doesn't matter how long you've been here, you need to be quarantined. Actually, if you're just coming into the country, which is not going to be happening anytime soon because there are travel bans, right? But they did say that whenever they decide to uplift those travel bans, foreigners are going to be quarantined for 14 times 2 days. Okay, so what's been happening is foreigners are being quarantined even after being tested negative. I guess this is just their way of controlling this whole situation, the whole virus, because they're claiming that most reported cases are imported. So meaning we as foreigners are the carriers of this virus and we are not dealing with it. And they've tried to quarantine some foreigners and those foreigners decided to just not abide by the quarantine rules and go to clubs or a restaurant of some sort. And then obviously they came into contact with other foreigners, and so they believe that most foreigners have been in contact with all those foreigners who didn't abide by the quarantine rules, and now we have increased the number of imported cases. All right. So basically, that's just what's happening. That's what I think is happening. But obviously, there's more to it. And I honestly don't understand what it is. But like, it's just driving me crazy. I just wanted to all come to an end so that we can just move on with our lives. So I've been chilled. There's been nothing happening to me. I've been waiting for these people to knock on my door and quarantine me because there are people who are being quarantined at the apartments, they tell me that, oh no, our doors have been sealed. They put cameras on our doors so that they make sure that we don't leave our apartments. There are people who say they even have alarms put on their doors so that when they step out of their apartments, that alarm can go off and alert the government that these people are not abiding by the quarantine rules, guys. Like, there's so many things happening, like crazy stuff, okay? But one thing I know about Chinese people, these people are not violent. They are not violent at all. So I've just been roaming around these streets like a G, because I know that they're not going to do anything to me. So what happened is on Friday, I started seeing that, okay, shit, this is becoming real, okay? You need to do something about this. So on Friday, I went to like stock up on groceries so that if they come knocking on my door, I'm set. I went to Walmart and they didn't let me in because like there's this other thing. I had to scan some mini program that I had to like I had to fill in my information and stuff like that, and then I had to do some face recognition thing, and that thing didn't recognize my face, so they didn't let me in. Like, I stood there for an hour trying to get this thing to recognize my face. At first I thought, okay, maybe it's because I'm not wearing my curly wig. And then I got home, I wore the first thing I did when I got home, I wore my curly wig and tried to get that app to recognize my face, and it still didn't want to work. So I was just like, okay, no, it's not the hair. So fine, I asked this other guy I know, he's from Kenya, and I asked him about the other Walmart close to where he stays. So he said no, that Walmart, they actually allowed him to go in and they don't have those recognition apps. So I was like, okay, no stress. So yesterday was Sunday, today is Monday. Yesterday I went to Walmart. Actually, last night I went at night, because you know what, after that day when I went to Walmart during the day, I felt like people were looking at me like, dude, all foreigners are not roaming the streets, and when you're here roaming the streets feeling free, guys, now I'm a free spirited person. I don't care. I'm just like, I was just riding my bike, minding my own business, and but I felt it, I know people, I'm used to people staring at me here in China just because I'm black. But on that specific day, I felt like they're not just staring because I'm black. They're probably staring because foreigners are not supposed to be roaming the streets. But either way, fast forward, last night I decided to go to Walmart. Imagine, I went at 9 p.m. just to avoid people staring at me. So I went at 9 p.m. and I got my groceries at least, came back, and I went by bus and came back by Uber because it was too late for buses at that time. So this morning, actually I woke up late today, so I went on, there's this guy who drills all day long. But anyway, so I went on the group. Every morning I wake up, I just check on what these people are saying in the groups. So, I started panicking. And I hate it when people make me panic. Just because they're panicking, they want all of us to panic. I hate it. And I've been trying to avoid this like the whole week. I mean, most of them are on day 5. And I'm still on day 0. But anyway, so I contacted the property management where I stay, and I was like, guys, you need to get me quarantined ASAP, because people were talking about how by the end of all of this, we're going to need a certificate to prove that you've been quarantined. And I'm like, shit, I don't have that certificate. Where am I going to get that certificate? Then I started panicking, and I was like, oh no, Ashing, that lady's name is Ashing. So I'm like, Ashing, you need to make a plan, okay? Because I contacted my landlord and he just said, just keep a low profile. And I was like, no, man, like that's not gonna help. I need a damn certificate. So now I contacted Ashing and I'm like, Ashing, please make a plan. So Ashing made a plan. She got some committee to speak to me. the committee of this neighborhood. So that committee started a group chat and they added me and they told me how it was like 3:30 p.m. when they told me that at 4 p.m. there's going to be a bus that's going to come catch. I'm like, guys, 30 minutes? Who's going to get packed in 30 minutes? No. Maybe another day. And then they were like, okay, fine, we'll come pick you up tomorrow at 9 a.m. So right now I need to actually start packing, but like I'm not in the mood. But yeah, so tomorrow I am being quarantined at a hotel, and I was like, oh, also they told me that please be aware that you're gonna have to pay. I'm like, I don't have money to pay two places at the same time. Okay, ever since I got to China, I've never been paid. So I told them how broke I am, and I'm like, no, I can't afford it. It's either you come quarantine me at my place, or you're going to pay for the place that you're taking me to, because I don't have money to pay for two places at the same damn time. Then that's when they were like, okay, no, it's fine. You won't pay. And I was like, okay, great. Then they're gonna organize transport to come pick me up and stuff like that. So 9 a.m. it is tomorrow. But now when I started telling people that this is what's happening, my cousin was like, dude, how do you know these people are not kidnapping you? And I was like, shit. Okay, now I need to tell my employer. So I told my employer that, okay, this is what's happening. And then they were like, okay, add us to the group. So I added them to the group, and then they spoke in their language and they understood each other, and they sent information about themselves to show us that they are legit. And yeah, so now it's confirmed. I am leaving tomorrow 9 a.m. to go to that hotel, and I will try to film everything just for you guys. And apparently there is no fridge. I'll ask them if they have a fridge. I mean, yesterday I went to stock up on like my fish and shrimps and meat, and now all of a sudden I have to go to a hotel, and I'm like, okay guys, do you have a fridge? They're like, no, they don't have a fridge. What's gonna happen to my fruits? They don't have a fridge in the room. They don't have a fridge. They don't have they only have a kettle. They don't have a stove, so I can't cook. And I'm so used to cooking, and I'm on a diet. I need to, like, there goes my diet. There goes my diet. Oh, guys, I don't know how I feel about this. I'm just glad that I'm gonna get the damn certificate, but I'm also not in. I'm not excited about the fact that I'm gonna have to leave this cozy apartment of mine and go stay in a hotel. I'm sad. And also the fact that I have to pack, guys. Packing is a lot of work. I hate packing. Packing is a lot. And okay, although I don't have to pack much because it's just like 14 days and I won't be leaving the apartment in 14 days. But like the fact that I just have to like open a suitcase and pack and think about what I'm going to be doing in the 14 days, what I'm going to need in the 14 days. Like, yeah, man, yo, guys, go rough. But you know what? One thing is, I'm not too worried. You know, people are panicking. People are panicking. People are swearing at Chinese people. And I'm just like relaxed because I know that like we're gonna overcome this. Like, it's gonna end. Yeah, guys, I'm gonna try and film every step of the way to let you guys know. They already sent me a number plate of the car that's gonna be picking me up at 9 o'clock, so I'm gonna try and film everything. But obviously because I talk a lot, it's gonna be like divided into two parts or three, I don't know, just so that you understand what quarantine feels like. I mean, I've never been quarantined since I got here. I've just been practicing social distancing. So it's going to be hard for me. Imagine being quarantined while you don't even have the virus. Just because some people overreacted, like some foreigners couldn't just abide to the rules. Why can't you just abide to the rules? We wouldn't be where we are if everyone just listened and did as they were told to do. I hope they have free Wi-Fi. Hey guys, I'm such a mess. Like I struggle with packing in advance. So I just finished packing and I'm about to leave the apartment. Apparently the guy who's supposed to pick me up, it's 9 o'clock, so the guy is on his way. And damn, like, guys, this is me. Who travels with such a huge bag when going to be quarantined for 2 weeks? Like, I'm practically going to be indoors for the next 2 weeks, but here am I packing like I'm leaving for a month. But oh well. Oh my word, this is the bus that I'm going on. Okay, how do we enter this bus? Oh, on the other side.
Take the temperature.
Would you please help me with my bag?
I will help you.
Thank you. Oh, okay. These are the people who are taking me to the hotel.
Keep healthy. Keep healthy.
Bye.
Have fun. It's Bye bye bye.
Bye. Oh my word. They're making it seem like it's vacation time. Oh my word, guys, this bus is so ugly.
If you want help, just talk in the chat.
Okay, no problem. Thank you.
Can't speak English.
Oh, they can't speak English. All right. Thank you. Bye. Oh my word, you guys. I want to show you something. I'm not sure if this is done because of the virus or if it's just because I don't know what. Like, what the hell? You guys, I've been filling in forms for the past 30 minutes.
Is okay.
All right.
Medium normal.
What are we gonna do now?
Now here is the room count, and this is the WeChat of the hotel. You can just scan. You cannot speak Chinese, right?
Yes. I can't see.
And go.
Should I put it down?
And less. One more.
All right. So this is probably where they put food and stuff. Oh my word, guys. So this is my welcome package. Apparently I need to take my temperature every day at 9 a.m. and 4 p.m. And I don't know where I'm going to report it, but apparently I just need to take it. And they gave me a lot of forms. Maybe one of these have like... Okay, I probably need to call them and ask them where do I record my temperature on a daily. Alright, but anyway, and I got a few masks, okay, 2, but apparently I need to flush one of these after using the toilet. I'll probably just screenshot this and try to understand what the hell this is. So it's past 12 o'clock and I heard an aggressive knock on my door, and I'm assuming that it's lunchtime, so I have to go collect my food. And I just want to show you how things work around here. I'm still on day 1. It's just that I got comfortable as soon as I got here, and I was about to take a nap when I heard the aggressive knock on my door. This is my first meal at the hotel. Looks like I'm gonna be forced to eat Chinese food for the next 14 days. This smells horrible. It smells horrible. It looks horrible. I'm not even about to taste that. This does not look fresh to me, but looks like this is the only thing that I'm gonna try to eat, and have the banana and some water, and that is probably going to be it.
Okay. Open your mouth. Yes. Okay.
Are we done?
Mm.
All right. Seriously, this looks like the same damn thing I had during lunch. Doesn't this look like what I had for lunch? Like, it looks the same to me, and I'm not about to have this again. Actually, I didn't even have it at all, so I just tasted it and threw it away. Oh my word, you guys. I had such a good night's sleep. I don't know what this is. Hey guys, today is Sunday, and I've just been told that I can leave tonight, probably in like an hour or two. So I've been hearing this, you're gonna leave soon story, and it was just starting to irritate me. And every day I made sure that I asked them, when am I leaving? Because I think they told me on Friday that I might leave soon because I've tested negative, and they just want to test me one more time just to confirm, and then after that I will be they will release me, right? So I've been asking them every day because there are a lot of things that just make me feel uncomfortable in this place, especially the cockroaches, because yeah, basically if I talk about them, like, it's a long endless list of things that I don't like about this place. But honestly, the bed is the most comfortable bed that I've slept on since I got to China. I don't want to lie to you. One thing that I also like about this place is that you know what, I'm someone who likes focusing on the positives, because the negatives just, like, if I focus too much on the negatives, then I'm going to be in a bad mood, and I don't want to be in a bad mood because of things that are out of my control. I think there's two things I like about this place. Firstly is the bed, and secondly is the fact that, like, it's so quiet here. Like, every place I've stayed at in China, always it's close to traffic. Like, not that I'm woken up by traffic, but if I open my window or open my sliding door, that's what I'm gonna hear. Like, I'm just gonna hear beep beep, vrr, vrr, all those noises. That's all I hear when I open my window or my sliding door. But in this case, this place is like, I don't know, it's in some place that I don't understand. It's so quiet here. I'm woken up by the sound of birds, guys. Like, every morning. Guys, that is so beautiful. I love waking up to that. That's something that I'm going to miss about this place, waking up to such lovely sounds in the morning. And the bed, obviously. Like, I've been sleeping so much since I got here. I've just been in bed watching series. Yeah, I was so unproductive in terms of productivity and being active. To be honest, since I got here, I brought my yoga mat, but I've never done anything with it. I've brought my trainers, I've brought my leggings, but I've always been in my PJs on my bed watching Netflix. Like, that's just been my life for the last couple of days, and I'm very excited to leave. As these people organized transport to get me to the hotel, but they can't even organize transport for me to get back. I needed to get a cab for me to get back home because they're not taking me back home. But all I can say is I'm just happy that this is done. Listen, udriver ne, yes, protected at all times. Look at this. I am finally back home. It feels so good. Hey guys, it is Tuesday today, and I think this is the last part of the vlog. All I wanted to update you on is the fact that I am happy, I am healthy, back to my healthy eating habits, back at the hotel. I used to like eat nonsense because I didn't eat the food that they gave to me. All I took from the package was water and a banana. Those are the only things that I ate at the hotel, so I needed to always order food. And I mean, I don't have enough money to be ordering takeouts, but I had to order takeouts because I couldn't eat their food. And the most irritating thing about ordering takeouts was that when they got to my room, the food was already cold because they only brought up food at their own time. They'd deliver their own meal and then go downstairs and get the takeouts that people have ordered and then bring them up. And sometimes I felt like, oh Mudimam, my food got cold. By the time my food got to my room, it was cold. So I didn't even enjoy my takeouts because they were always cold and there's no microwave in the room. Guys, I'm so glad that is over. I'm so glad that I'm done. I'm done with that. I'm back to cooking for myself, eating what I want to eat at my own time, and back to being a little bit active because I was just a bit potato because I wasn't interested in doing anything other than just watching series because that place was just like there was just some bad ambiance at that hotel that just made me not want to be active. I avoided getting out of bed a lot because I didn't want to see those cockroaches, So at least on the bed was the only place that didn't have cockroaches, so that's why I was fine with that. Guys, that place was bad. That place was bad. But obviously I already told you the nice things about it. I mean, I wish I could have took a bath, but the bathtub was just not clean enough for me to bath. So I had to shower with sandals nogals. I couldn't just go into the bathtub barefoot. I couldn't. So that place, guys, I'm glad I'm back and it's over now. But I still have to report my temperature at 9 o'clock and 4 o'clock. Oh, that is so irritating. I mean, I had to set an alarm back at the hotel for 9 o'clock and 4 o'clock because I had to report my temperatures then. But even then, they just randomly come in the middle of the day to just take our blood pressures. And they don't warn us. I mean, I'd be taking a nap and then I'll just hear this aggressive knock on my door. Guys, that place, there was no peace. There was no peace at that place. And I still feel like they irritate me when they send me these messages like, Jeanette, what is your temperature this morning? Jeanette, what is your temperature this afternoon? Like, I am fine. The reason you guys released me is because I am fine. Why do you still want to know my temperature? I will tell you when I'm not feeling well. If I'm not feeling well, I will report that, guys, I am not feeling well. And I doubt that will happen. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching.